Let's learn about First Law of Thermodynamics. First Law of Thermodynamics is also called as the Law of Energy Conservation. As the name suggests, the law states that energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It can only be transferred or transformed from one form to another. Let's take an example and explain this in further detail. Consider a ball. When the ball is kept at a height, it has some potential energy. The potential energy turns into kinetic energy when the ball starts to fall down. When it hits the ground, some of the kinetic energy is turned into heat and sound. So, when the ball bounces back, it doesn't go to the same height because it has lost some of the kinetic energy as heat and sound. But the total energy remains the same in the system. So, that is what first law states. The total energy in a closed system remains constant. Energy can change its form, as we saw, like it can change from potential energy to kinetic energy, and it can change to heat and sound energy. Mathematically, we can calculate the change in internal energy of a system using the formula delta U equals Q plus W, where delta U is the change in internal energy of the system and Q is the heat added to the system or removed from the system, and W is the work done on the system or by the system. To know it in detail, let's take an example. Consider that there is a gas in a cylinder with a piston. There is 1.5 moles of gas in the cylinder and the piston can move up and down. Now consider that the gas absorbs 500 joule of heat. Since the system is absorbing the heat, the value is a positive value. If the system was going to release heat, the value would have been a negative value. And as the gas absorbs the heat, it will expand and it is pushing the piston up. So the system is doing the work. System is pushing the piston. So the value will be minus 200 joules. If the outside factor was pushing the piston down, then the work done would have been a positive value. Now, since the work is being done by the gas or by the system, the value is negative. Now, if we calculate the value of delta U, that is the change in internal energy, delta U will be equals 500, which is the heat absorbed by the system, plus minus 200 joules. Since the work is done by the system, work will be a negative value. So 500 minus 200 will be equal to 300 joules. So the total energy of the system is, total internal energy is 300 joules. You can see that Q is a positive value here. That means heat is added to the system. W is a negative value. That means the system is doing the work to the surrounding. And the overall internal energy increases by 300 joules. So, to conclude, the first law of thermodynamics states that energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It can only be transferred or transformed from one form to another. I hope you have learned something new. Bye.